Alright, so I'm at 1019 Central Avenue, standing behind the home. Here's the garage. Here's the parking area. You can see here there's already 5 cars parked back here, and the addition is still on the home. My truck, I should have pulled in a little further, but it's got enough room back here already for actually 6 cars, including that one. Once this addition is gone, this addition is about, oh, I don't know, 10 by 16 or so. There'll be enough room here for another 3-4 cars. Okay, so that's that. There's the garage. I'm just getting an outside video of the home right now to see how it's built, where the windows are, and everything else. All right. There's the garage. There's the addition. So the house itself looks like it's got one roof structure. Okay. Well, it's got one main roof structure and then a little bump out in the back. All right. Foundation is brick. All right, so here's the front of the home. Get wide angle view. Here's the front of the home. Got this little roof. We got windows up there. Interesting. Okay. Big old tree. All right. We got the power pole right here in the alleyway. The service coming down to this meter right there. Okay. And then the garage looks like the garage could get, well, the garage looks like it might currently get service from the house, but it probably could get service from this pole with the transformer on it too. All right. Now we're gonna walk into the back and look at the framing. So we're at the back door step here. This is the addition. Look, it's got a concrete pad right here, which used to be a porch. And the floor in here is probably all unaccessible, crappy crawl space. The walls are framed like 3 feet on center. Studs. 4 feet on center almost. This just needs torn off. Okay. Okay, going into the home. Let's take a look. So, the little bump out here is an addition. That's the old siding. Okay, so it's framed up. So the old siding, okay, and it looks like it's framed okay. That header is kind of weird. That header is actually improper, I believe, so it's interesting. The framing is not to code in here. That's probably got to be changed in some way. Okay, coming into here. This is a little bump out that might be a good bathroom. All this framing looks acceptable, including that header right there too. If I don't change anything too much about it. Okay, so the back here is just like that. That's how the framing is, okay? Now let's look at the floor framing. All right. So we've already got triple sistered up joists. Looks like there was a fire in here at one point, okay? So these joists on, so that's the front door over there. On this side of the house, all the joists in here honestly could use more sistering or some interior structure, but they all run from a center wall all the way across the house. So this whole half of the house is wide open for remodeling. Okay? Looks like all these joists actually could use some sistering. They have a fire in here. Yep. Interesting. Didn't see that before, but okay. Well, maybe this is the middle of the house here. And then around the stairs, this interior framing will get changed anyway, but this is where the framing gets weird. Okay, so this entry room right here, here's the front door. We have the joists running in this direction now. That whole half of the house is fine. Now but this front room here looks like all the joists run in this direction in the very front room here, which I'll draw on the diagram, how the framing is. Then we got the staircase, and the joists start running this way again. Okay? And the joists continue running this way to the center wall. And the rest in the other half of the house. So just that very front corner is where the joists run in parallel to the center wall. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. All right. I will do some, and I'll look in the basement now. Actually, let's go upstairs. All right, so here's the stairs. I plan on moving these, but all this framing in here needs replaced around the stairs because it's wacky. Stairs does probably get moved. Here's the framing upstairs. So let's look at the roof first. So the roof got an OSB deck that leads down, and it looks like those are really long continuous boards from the soffit to the eave of the roof. All right. So that's good. And then this interior wall here is framed like that. And the ceiling joists run right across from wall to wall. Look like they're, I don't know, like 2x7 or something. Two by 6, okay. True dimension 2x6. But every joist up here runs like that all the way across. So this interior framing right here is just, it's movable. These walls right here on the outside are not movable, I would say. Even though they're not really, I don't think they're doing all that much. But I'll just shore up everything about this. So the upstairs interior dimensions up here are unchangeable except for this middle wall. Okay, that's good to know. Now let's see how this is framed on the end wall here. So here's the window looking out to the roof. Okay. Needs a different kind of header. All right. These windows need a different kind of header. The header's all not right. It's all sheathed in this. This is the original wood siding, looks like. Yeah, it looks like I'll put my foam board right to the wood siding. Okay. Yeah, I can see that right there. Looks like a hole in the siding that I can see the, yeah, okay. Alright, so the flooring in here is all this, just a bunch of boards. I'm guessing I can pry them all off. Not terribly difficult. I hope. It's pretty wavy though. The main sewer, well, I don't know. It's old sewer line right there, okay. All right, now we're going down into the basement. It's got poured walls, at least right here in the entrance. And the floor feels like a crummy concrete floor. Poured walls with some brick. Okay, the crawl space itself. You can see there's joists going in different directions here with no real support back in there. Okay, so we're gonna need joists and beams as needed there. This basement right here in this back section is about, I don't know, probably about 9 by 11 or something. All right. And then over here. Oh snap, there's a cat right there. Hi kitty. Hopefully you don't have freaking rabies or something. This area is, that's the other wall. So it goes from almost wall to wall. You can see how crappy that foundation is there. Okay. Crawl space here is a bit deeper. You can see all the way to the front. There's some air, some light shining throughout the front right there. Joists here are kind of just a mixture. It probably needs honestly, it probably needs a beam all the way around the perimeter, unfortunately. Okay. Yep, okay. In this area over here is probably also about 10 by 10 or something. Cat is freaking me out. Here's a little walkway between them. So this takes up maybe about the back 1/3 or so of the crawl space, maybe 1/3 to 1/4. Yeah, probably 1/3 to 1/4. The back 30% of this house is basement, okay? It's interesting what that is, okay? All right. This is just gonna need all kinds. I'll just tear up all the subfloor and figure out how to do all kinds of supports here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 rises. And the staircase, this is 16 foot wide from wall to wall here. The staircase is about, I don't know, I'll measure it. It's about 2/3 of the way in, so we'll call it 10 feet that way. That one's about 6 feet or something.